Hi, I'm Freyja. I'll be playing Sylvia Sutton, the spacer.
I'm Overthinker. I'll be playing Vanya Valiant, the envoy.
Hi, I'm Solomon. I'll be playing as Grant Becker, the scientist.
And hello, I'm Kippahkid, the Grand Master of Space and Time, and your beginning and final guide into the frontier. So, let's begin. It has been over a year since you all took that one fateful job. It has been over a year since Roxxie sacrificed herself to stop the Leviathan. It has been over a year since you ventured into ancient Mycosian bullshit architecture. However, in a week, you can at least say that it's only been a couple days since the latter. All 5 map pieces have been collected. The Hive, now free of Mr. Volley's influence, awaits to make contact. And speaking of Mr. Volley, the devilish man himself sits as comfortably as he can within Roxxie's Reprise. Your closest enemy now within the ship that you call home. How do you all proceed?
Grant, I think you need to have a conversation with Hive, yeah?
Yeah, I need to go talk to them. You, if you want, you all can deal with talking to Volley, because probably not a good idea if I do.
I'll make him some tea.
I gotta fix something.
All right. So we'll start with Grant. As you open up comms to the Hive, you hear one voice, though as it speaks, you can almost hear the echo of others speaking the same exact thing as it opens with, "Welcome. I'm glad you have received our message. Are you here for parley?"
Yes, in a way. I know that I am indebted to the Hive. And I know
Yes.
that I will be completing that. I will be working to pay off that debt once this is all over.
Indeed. Though the Queen has given you an offer, a way to reduce such debt. Generous prize for a valiant Pathfinder such as yourself. You can just hear an echo where they all say, "Pathfinder."
And I would accept it.
Good. We shall release your ally that calls himself Gordon for a boon. Boon. We require the coordinates that you have promised to have given your compatriot.
And I will. But I would like an assurance.
What assurance do you seek, Pathfinder? Pathfinder.
That I will survive this coming battle. That the Hive will do all it can. And until the battle is over, I would seek to keep the information as a way, as an assurance to make sure that they will do all they can to ensure the survival of the Roxxie's Reprise.
You seek to give information after your location?
An immediate ping. An insurance that the Hive will act accordingly to make sure that I can complete my debt and that others will be able to continue on with their pathfinding.
There is a pause, and you can see the drone that's communicating with you's antennas start to reverberate. The Queen has accepted these claws.
Fantastic. In that case, I look forward to working with you all and ensuring that the Hive gets what is due.
We look forward to this partnership. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
All right. Sylvia, Vanya, what are you two up to?
For you. Said you were working on.
Oh, that was just an excuse to get out of there.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Tea with Mr. Volley.
All right. As the man with the pencil mustache and the refined suits a large standard of the frontier, sits cross-legged as he watches the process. He goes, you know, at a Valley company, you can routine much faster than this.
Speed doesn't always lead to quality.
For most companies, no. But, you know, we always ensure that the comfort and efficiency are one and the same.
I'm not sure they can be. The pursuit of efficiency is usually the exclusion of comfort, at least for a worker.
Well, you have not sampled our sciences long enough then. I suggest you take another trip in the Galactic Express without blowing a hole in it next time.
Well, I would be interested in that if oligarchs and freebooters weren't raiding all the places that I care about.
Well, it will come to an end soon enough.
So the raids were about the map.
That is
Put the two
correct.
down. Why start a fight with the rest of the system if your interest was just these pieces of paper cut out there?
Whatever do you mean?
I'm mostly referring to the summit, our attempts to make peace with the freebooters and the oligarchs and the corps. We all came together in the interest of bringing down tensions, and a lot of us died. You didn't sign off on that? Pretending to be uninformed, or did you incite this conflict?
Miss Valiant, the frontier is full of savages, barbarians, those who rejected the influence of Valley and other corporations. I cannot control the madman minds of those who do not wish to see civilization come to fruition.
Naturally. If you wanted to advance civilization, you would need more control, wouldn't you?
Indeed. That is the difference between the Praxos and the frontier. The Praxos had a guiding hand, but then too many guiding hands came in, and people did not like having so many hands in their proverbial soup. Now, in the frontier, there is no hands. People are free, but what is their freedom if they have no purpose? The advancements, ever since the oligarchy gained this new technology, we have made so many advancements to the frontier. Things that should have happened well before the hundreds of years that we have been here.
I suppose I haven't seen any of them being on the wrong side of the battle lines. Is that what you intend to ask the creator for? Technology, power, control?
In a sense, I simply will just ask the creator to continue what they've been doing for us. You must have
spoken. Yeah,
You must have realized by now. No. Spoken, no. But you've given boons, gifts, much as your organization, your singers give you boons. The creator did so for some the freebooters as well. I do not know their ploy, but I am sure once we prove ourselves as the superior of the two factions, the supply will purely be to the oligarchy.
Freebooters have been getting mycosian tech. Huh. Interesting.
You know, for someone who is able to connect so many dots, I'm surprised you've been such a big thorn in the side. I blame that scientist.
You still need Lyric, right? You don't know where the creator is any more than I do.
That's correct, we're on an even playing field. So I say, let's gather as humanity and see where the creator is.
Let's get Lyric. And I will, if you two want to be there for this, I will invite you to join.
All right. Is there anything Sylvia wanted to do before doing the summoning of Lyric?
The only thing that I could think of would potentially be some bombs and stuff like that to carry with us.
All right. So, as you all gather, Lyric appears, and the final map piece floats over and fills in the center. As it spins and swirls until it begins levitating in the air and projecting up into the ceiling, you see picture perfect projection of a planet. One engulfed in bright lights, hues of blue, fogs of colors unperceivable by most. This is the planet of Isos, the closest one to the Odyssey, the planet unexplored, a planet so dangerous that the few who have touched it have not been able to get close enough to know truly what's inside. The one last true mystery of the frontier. And as you watch it spin, a line begins to curve through, depicting a path into the atmosphere, and finally it pings onto one location of the planet. This is where the creator lies.
All right. Do we want to have Ranger take a look at this trajectory, see if it's doable?
It does look quite messy down there. We should probably do that.
Yeah.
And she'll call for Ranger.
What's up?
Ranger, is there any way how to navigate this safely?
Oh, looking at what's here, I cannot say there is a definitive safe way. It seems to be where we need to go. There are, he pauses for a moment, 100% chance of solar flare activity.
Do we survive a hit from a solar flare?
Most ships, no. They will take a hit on a solar flare and they will be merely a husk by the time it ends.
But
But I'm sure that there are ships that have been outfitted to be more durable to that kind of heat. Ones that I think I would prefer to use myself. So if you do not mind, I believe my ride is here.
sensors?
You don't need sensors as you see a small army of oligarchy ships appear, but none of their guns are out. And Mr. Valley looks to all of you and goes, "This is not a show of aggression, simply a assurance in case you try anything stupid." And he-
Us?
And he begins to walk out and presses a button in his suit that transforms it into a space outfit. This is where I say our goodbyes. Perhaps, if we're both lucky, we shall encounter each other on the surface of Isos.
Looking forward to it.
Right? Do you let Mr. Volley leave?
I'm inclined to.
For now.
I think he's
For
going to
now.
get into a lot of shit on his way down there. There's one thing that I need to be absolutely sure of as he's taking his leave.
Mm-hmm.
The map and lyric are still in the ready room.
They are.
Cool. Then yes, absolutely. Let him go to the creator empty-handed. I mean, maybe we catch him on the ground and kill him first, but if not,
Yes.
right? You guys want to jump him? Go ahead. That's where I'm at.
So he's going to try to create like a solar shield to protect temporarily from solar flares,
Okay.
if possible.
You could make one for a personal size, but to prepare one big enough for the ship, you would need to use the labs at Janus Station.
Okay. We don't have time for that. She'll try to throw together some personal ones then.
All right.
Wait.
That's... Oh.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes, do that for sure.
Okay, yeah.
If we're operating personal solar shields, does that mean we're going to skydive?
Options.
Because if that's not the coolest thing I can think of right now.
Yeah, honestly, I'd rather do that than have Roxxie Reprise stay too close to the solar flares.
Yeah.
We
That's
go
a
in
good
Atmo,
idea.
we skydive, and then they get out, so that way we don't fry everything.
Or is
I
this a
did
thing
roll
we
an
call in an ally? Spend in favor.
What was that roll?
an 8.
We can't have nice things for the finale. So I'm going to make this a little tricky here. You went to make 3. Unfortunately, you only had the materials to make 2.
She would give one to Solomon and to Vanya.
Solomon or Grant?
Sorry, Grant.
Sorry, Solomon, we can't give you any solar protectors via the internet.
Damn.
Get that FPS like the rest.
Yeah.
Weird sunscreen. All right. You have a plethora of allies, most of them on Janus Station. Would you like to make any contacts, any preparations now that it is your time? You will have time to stop at Janus Station and gather anything that you need. For large-scale projects, not so much, but for preparations, this will be your base before your final, journey.
Okay. So Janus is on the way to Isos, sort of.
It's not on the way, but it's not a huge detour.
Don't know what ground defenses, if any, the Protector will have active. I feel like solar flares have been enough to keep his lawn clear. His, her, its.
Who knows?
That said,
We
with
should
or without
probably
their
bring-
leader, Volley's going to be there. So we want to show up with some help. How many ships could we fit at the station with solar shielding? Master of Games.
How many ships they could fit with solar shielding?
If we go back to the station and
That will depend on what you roll. And I would like you to know that as you're planning this, you do get a message. Because remember I said this wasn't going to be a huge detour. Because Cortex, where you're orbiting now, is only a planet over from Isos. Aethra. It's one of the last planets in the system. So this is where you got a message, Sylvia personally, from Pyra Cole that says your parent systems are active.
She messaged back, what do you mean they're active?
We can attempt a station-wide jump. We cannot go as far as your location, but we can make headway towards Ellis.
Should we call them in now?
probably
I say so.
Yeah, go ahead, make the jump.
try to meet them there.
You get affirmative. So that will be using up your ally ability from Pyra.
I'd say that's a good use.
If we can get a couple of ships on the ground and bring friends into whatever this is, seems like the way.
A station full of ships, that should be plenty.
I'm going to send a quick encoded back to Unity and just inform the Singer org that we're about to make contact with a Mycosian called the Creator.
Right?
May need some, I don't know if long distance telepathic support from a large group is a thing.
You get a reply. The Singers are with you.
Awesome. Let's soup up the Reprise and see what we can do here.
Let's do it.
Bitchin'.
Bitchin'.
Absolutely, bit.
All right. Suiting up scene as we're preparing for the journey.
Thinking danger zone.
It is fitting.
Right. So you prepare, make your way. Are you going to Janus first to set up the solar protection?
It would probably be the smartest idea.
All right. You turn away from the direction of Isos towards Janus. Luckily, with its jump, it's not too far. And as you arrive, you can see a hub of activity to the once desolate station. Ships no bigger than couriers flying in and out as stations prepare. And you notice ships from Ellis flying up towards the station. And it is not any ship that you would ever think could fare out in the sky, because this ship is the shape of a giant skull.
What?
Whose is
Grant?
that?
Grant, are those your people?
It is indeed the skull from Dead God's Gulch.
Oh, not again.
Again?
What the fuck?
How did they even get it to that shape?
The way they're able to repurpose things is just... It defies physics, I think, honestly.
Yeah.
You know what? It was probably yarn.
It was definitely yarn.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
If it's purely flying under psychic power, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
All right. How do you make your preparations at Janus? What actions do you take? Let's start with Sylvia.
One, making sure that all the ships are outfitted with solar shields, as many as we can get.
All right. Roll, slap something together. You'll have a +1 for having access to Janus's lab.
That's a 12.
12. There we go. So, I'm going to say that this is enough to cover Roxxie's Reprise and 2 other allies of your choice.
What are you thinking?
Probably, I'm thinking Gordon's Goons.
Yeah.
Either the Rusticators or the Reapers.
I actually think we should bring Yarn and the Pioneers.
Yeah,
Hey.
given how... You go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, go for it.
I was just going to say, given how psychically powerful these threats are and how much we don't really know what's going on down there, it's probably best that we have Yarn with us, given just how powerful they are.
Good point. Okay, so we will go with Gordon's Goons and Yarn.
Mm-hmm. Also, flying a skull down there sounds fucking awesome.
It's true.
We look up and you just see a giant skull flying in the atmosphere.
So these are the 2 factions you're choosing for your ground troops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Vanya, what are you doing in your final preparations?
I think I'm reaching out to the other allies that we've made and like, hey, we found it. It's going down. The Volley family is here. Get to the vicinity of Isos. So whatever happens on the surface, you're ready to deal with whatever leaves that planet. Because we don't know what it's going to be.
Response from Guildmaster Krask of the Golden Reapers. Isos. Now that's a good hunt. And from what other allies have you reached out to? The Hive has already been informed that they will be pinged on the location. The Pioneers are with you. The Rusticators.
Yeah.
As Vector Jr. responds with, and you promised us a venture and you delivered. We'll be there.
Can I just do like a general broadcast to the system? We're deciding the future of the frontier.
You do have a friend via Grant who has the only galactic broadcast network in the frontier.
Do you mind?
I'll hit up Quantum.
So you reach out to none other than broadcasting star Kirk Quasar.
Quasar, yeah.
Kirk Quantum is his cousin.
Yeah. The other guy. The off-brand.
we don't talk about him. Ah, Dr. Becker. It's been a long time since I heard from you. You know, fame and fortune does that to us all.
That it will. Kirk, I need a favor.
Oh, you wound me. You've called me again so long, just ask me for a favor. Shoot, kid, what can I do for you?
We got a very important broadcast that we need sent out as far across the sector as possible. You think you could do that for us?
Think I can? I know I can. I've hit the big time now, so what can I do for you?
And I will just pass it over to Vanya.
All right. Can I roll and then write up a speech worthy of my role?
Sure.
That's a 14.
Ooh, so yeah, this is going to be a good speech.
I'll do my best. Somebody else take it away for a minute.
While Vanya is working on that, Grant is going to hit up the lab. He has an idea.
That's a terrifying thought coming from this man, but yes, go on.
So he's thinking if we can't give a technological shield to some of these people, maybe he could make something bioorganic or chemical. So maybe some sort of weird mutation of the sector's flora's chlorophyll to make it so that so that any like solar flares that happen would, instead of being damaging, would actually be beneficial, like a short-term sort of like photosynthesis shield for the ground troops that aren't being shielded by tech.
I see. Interesting. Let's see how this plays out.
Oh boy. I'm guessing this would probably be a use of experimental methods, given it's so wacky.
Oh, it's 100% use of experimental methods.
Fantastic. Here we go.
+1 because you're using the lab.
11.
Ooh. So I'd like to think, using what you learned from your recent voyage to the seed, that mixing botanical and human-esque biology is not that far-fetched. It just needs to be fine-tuned. And you figure out how to do this. You will be able to supply 3 allies with this mutagen.
Cool. Yeah. Definitely thinking the Hive, the Reapers. We already supplied the Goons and the Rusticators, right?
You supplied the Goons and the Pioneers.
Okay, then I will supply the Hive, the Reapers, and the Rusticators. Helping out the Reapers since they don't have their medic no more.
That is true. All right. With preparations made, there's only one way to go, and that is to Isos. As your allies have been fitted, as your small army has been assembled, it all comes down to this. You have spent so long going all over the frontier to gain these pieces. You have gone toe-to-toe with 2 of the strongest factions vying for power. Not only that, you have killed the leader of the freebooters, leaving them a shell of their form of themselves. A threat, yes, but not nearly as much without the savage dreadnought at the helm. The oligarchy and Mr. Volley are still at large, but he doesn't have the map pieces. He only has a location. With this in mind, what are your final thoughts as you approach Isos? We'll start with Vanya. As you have your speech prepared.
Pioneers of the frontier, hear me now. In ages long past, powers beyond our understanding defined this system. Their choices affected every life. Freedom was a thing of the past. Now, Volley family, the oligarchs, and the remnants of the freebooters want to do it again. As you hear my voice, a new corporatocracy grows on Isos. Ancient evil in the hands of modern tyrants. I am a pioneer, just like you, and I am going there now to stand against them. If I'm alone, so be it, but I'm willing to bet that I'm not. Join us for the future of the frontier.
And with that speech, I want your final thoughts. As you can see almost in the distance what looks like little stars shining bright, which in reality are hundreds of small starships following your lead.
I think there is a struggle to try and, not for the first time, to try and grapple with the scope of all this. A few friends on a starship doing what they feel is right is a very different experience from gods in space and armies and generation-defining decisions. And I think part of it is trying to not think about it too much. Just get down there, do what we have to do what's right. But also, this matters. What we've done, what we're doing, what we're going to do or die trying. It'll be worth it. It has to.
Grant, what are your thoughts coming in?
It's a little melancholic that we're on this sort of big, grand preparation for battle. It's the eve of something that would have been amazing with Roxxie here. So he's mostly just centering himself by being in his lab, basically just having a drink and basically lifting you up to the altar to Roxxie in the ship. It's gonna be bitchin'.
And Sylvia.
She'll be working on the ships, ensuring once again that they're all ready and prepared, as she thinks back to when the last time she had to get prepared like this, they lost Roxxie, and she doesn't want to lose anyone else. She's going to go over every single piece of equipment and make sure it is tip-top shape.
As you all have these thoughts of a sense of grandiosity that has not been encountered before, a sense of this small group once operated by themselves as a family, as a group of space assholes who went and saved the star system, now leaders of something that they never thought of before. And all those dreams may change as the planet cannot be seen by the sheer amount of ships blockading the atmosphere. Hundreds upon hundreds of freebooter ships repainted under oligarchy rule. When the wolves lose their leader, the pack finds a new one. The army booters stands as a massive blockade between you and Isos.
Do we charge?
Well, they're in our way, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do we want to deal with them head on? Or do we want to say, have Ilkvos teleport their vanguard right into the sun? Make an opening for it.
I have a thought. One sec.
Okay.
I'm gonna run into the back, and over my current environment suit, I'm gonna throw on that armor that used to belong to their leader.
Yep.
Can you
I see where this
pass
is
me
going.
through to them? Rebooters! Your leader is dead, slain by our hands. We are the greater wolves, and you will do as we say. Turn on the oligarchy and burn them to the ground.
Roll me, chat him up.
We did kill the guy, and I am wearing his armor. Do I get a bonus for that?
So it actually negates itself because you would get a bonus for that, yes, but you're also speaking to so many independent freebooter groups that you don't have that kind of unified front that you're speaking to.
Fair enough. I am going to spend 2 of my envoy faction favors to add 2 to this roll,
Right?
which gives me a +5. I think that's because there have been singers in these other groups sort of spreading our legend. That's a big old 10.
Oh! Oh, just saved. Wow.
Yep.
So, it is an impossible feat
Quick, come here, you
to
guys, strike a
convince.
pose.
It is an impossible feat to convince every single freebooter, but it is not an impossible feat to get rivaling pirates to try to turn on each other. And with this speech, you can see part of the blockade turn in and begin firing upon themselves.
Now let's go.
That works.
That efficient. Very efficient.
Use the chaos, cut through the battle line, get to the planet.
Push forward.
All right. So how are you going to push through?
Rusticators, you're on point. Get in there, make a lot of noise, and try and find a clear path for the rest.
All right. So how we're going to do this? I'm going to have one of you roll evasive maneuvers to represent the success of the rusticators. Who would like that honor?
I did my thing.
Sylvia?
I could go. What is the
evasive maneuvers is a grit roll.
Right. Okay, yeah. I can do that. I cannot do that. 5.
5.
Can we get it up to a 7?
I can. It would use 2 of my 3 inspiration.
Sorry, guys.
Up to you.
Are you willing to use those resources now, or do you want to hold on to it, Mr. Becker?
I kind of want to save them. I think we can take a little bit of trouble now and then have the resources for when we really, really fucking need it later.
Yeah.
All right. As the
Sorry,
rusticators as the rusticators come in to create an opening for you guys, they are daredevils. They come in with no fear. But unfortunately, they are rich kids who race starships. They are not prepared for the horrors of war. And as their starships zip through, they get caught in the crossfire. Some of them dodge and get out there. Some of them do not, and their forces are obliterated. The only one that you can see get out of it is Vector Light's ship, but not in a functional state, as he makes it to a path. You can see the path that he took, but just as he's ready to turn to a safe part, his thrusters get blasted and he goes drifting.
We'll come back for
He's not
but he
dead.
found a path, so
Yeah. They made the opening. That's what we needed.
All right.
oh. Point of order, did we use the med station?
So by stopping at Janus Station, you would have been able to heal up.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. You have so far used Janus Station and the Rusticators for your ally abilities. You have cost the lives of quite a few young adults, but it is a well-worthy cost, as you now have an opening to punch through. It is not a clean opening by any means, so you will need to maneuver Roxxie's Reprise in either offensive or evasive, depending on how you want to take this.
If I recall correctly, we're a Corvette with a 5 damage, so probably offense.
Yeah.
All right. Who's taking the mantle for the fire roll, which will be a blitz?
I have nothing in blitz.
I have a +2. I'm the one thing I like done.
It's
So,
fair.
yeah.
Feel free.
Light him up.
She's gonna light him up.
Also +1 from the ship.
Oh, right, yeah.
Just a universal +1 to ship stuff. And I'll use my space ability to call in a specific backup for us.
Mhm.
So that'll go up to a 6.
Maybe I shouldn't roll.
Oh,
Well, hang on. Yes, I get us a support ship from the singers. So you go up to a 6. Make that a partial success.
I can bring it up to a 7 for the partial,
all right.
leaving you with 2 inspiration left for the rest of this entire thing. Of all the nights not to get a full inspiration roll.
Yeah.
This technology from the freebooters, now knowing its source, makes so much sense as this almost plasmic rapid fire as they bombard Roxxie's Reprise. What are you choosing for your fire option?
I would say mitigate damage.
All right. So -1 wound received. So you will be receiving 2 wounds as you deal 5 across the board. And that is enough to punch through.
Hell yeah.
As you make it out, Vanya, you notice that support ship from the Singers that you called in, they are not as lucky. Because as they try to follow you through, they go down with the fire.
I don't like it, but that's where we're at right now.
So you've made it through the blockade, and now you can see the planet proper. It is swirling mass of blue shades that seem unfamiliar. It is not oceanic like mysterious. It is something almost incomprehensible to what you have been used to.
What? You guys know anything about this place?
Why that no one ever comes back? It looks like a paradise.
Well, pedal to the metal.
Now,
Can we assist Ranger in getting down there?
so, your biggest obstacle is the solar flares. Now, the route that you got from Lyric seems to be the safest route through the bulwark of the solar flares, but it is unavoidable by the time you reach where you need to land. You can use Ranger and Fido to help navigate the solar flares, and with your shield, combine those both, you'll get a +2 to your evasive maneuvers roll.
And evasive is wits.
Evasive maneuvers is grit.
Oh. So I have a -1 to that.
Plus one.
Mind you, you do, Grant, have metabolic mayhem that may assist here.
I do.
Can you get gritty? Can you make
I can
someone else?
I can get very gritty.
All right, do the gritty.
God damn it.
No.
Are you
No.
proud of that?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just
Out of
gonna.
that, you-
I'm just gonna really pump up my grit. Buddy.
I like to imagine that as you take this this concoction, you just kind of get like thick.
Mhm.
Yeah, I just like swap out. I will use that to swap out my current stat line for the Bruiser's Grit +2 stat line.
It's
Shit.
bulking season, boys.
It's dirty bulking season.
Brent did not skip leg day.
All right. So, what do you roll with your evasive maneuvers, given your bruiser line, +1 from Ranger and +1 from Solar Shields?
So that'll be a +4 total.
Ooh,
Love that.
14.
nice. Grant, I want you to describe to me how beefed up jock meathead Grant manages to avoid or survive diving into the core solar flare zone.
It is a mix of just being like so beefed up and with skin that's like even leathery from the concoction that it's a mix of he doesn't care about, he doesn't feel it, and he's just like able to dive in by like with the piloting mechanisms we have, just literally pulling the like basically pulling the wheel harder with extra muscles, just like no little bit of just like careful wheeling. It's just immediate, like wrenching it.
You see a Ranger take off his hat, go, yay!
Bonnie's in the passenger seat, like, good job.
Yeah,
Is your plan still to skydive to the surface?
I still think it should be.
The ship.
Yeah, I can't think of any other way.
Oh,
We could
okay.
get real close. We could probably land closer since we shielded the ship itself. But I mean, or we
But
could skydive from the ship and keep the ship in low atmo for fire support.
That's what I was thinking.
All right.
Hell yeah.
As you get through, Ranger gives you this like nod of respect, goes, that was some good piloting, partner, but leave the basics to me.
Okay, that's fair.
And Fido kind of runs up with a towel and gives you like that slap on the ass.
Ah,
Till your robots are bros.
My dad programmed them. Very familiar.
Even
All
though
right.
robots are toxic masculinity. So, describe to me the scene as you have now descended down, and you have seen every other planet in the system at this point. But here, you are welcomed to a paradise. A swath of blue-toned tropical plants coat the surface. And as the readings come up, the wind, the temperature, the pressure, it's all just right. It's somehow a state habitable for any kind of life. Panagos had always seemed to be the planet for luxury and beauty, but this is simply breathtaking, as you were truly met with something alien, something manicured. The way the flora is structured, it almost seems like it was created for perfection in every way. And this is the site you were met right before you drop. So describe to me, how are we skydiving, and what are your thoughts going in as you're about to land on this planet where no one has returned from?
I think we open the side door like a van. That's how I've always imagined it. Straight up van door on the side of the ship. And me and Grant are there in our diving suits. Well, worst places to die, am I right?
No one's ever come back, but first time for everything.
I like
And Sylvia?
Sylvia is preparing to jump as well, but she is going to be using fire manipulation to try and coat herself.
So if I'm understanding this right, you're essentially going Human Torch.
Yes.
Amazing. I will need a pyrokinesis.
The fire. Okay.
I will need a pyrokinesis for that, though. That will be do something in human.
That is wild, correct?
That is wild, both in
It's
stat
so
and
wild.
in action.
Well, please rolls 8.
8. You look badass. That's the most important part. You've never done this before. You are going to take a wound as your body is burning.
Yeah. And then
She will be able to make it down safely. That's all it matters.
head first, tuck and drop straight towards our intended objective.
Right. As you land, soft, luscious grass. And when you hit it, it ripples, almost like a change of, like a wave of color bursts through as the blue briefly turns to magenta for a moment and fades back into its colors.
Thinking living planet or
That's what I'm thinking.
central point tucked into my suit, lyric in the mouth.
All right. With the coordinates that you have landed upon, gazing out, there you are just at the edge of a circle that has been cut out from the grass, perfectly manicured, a perfect diameter, and a perfect level of walkability. And at its center is a towering, prismatic obelisk.
Here we go. You guys think there's a door?
Very
Sylvia's kind of
likely.
like peek around to see if she could see anything that resembles a door.
You are too far away for this. It is at the center of the circle, and you are currently at the edge.
I approach.
As you get closer, you unfortunately see specks of things that do look familiar. They are chrome, blocky, angular, large land vehicles with turrets, heavy guns, and volley company symbols as they make headway towards the obelisk.
Well, brought friends for a reason.
Yep.
Gordon?
Oh, hey there. Yeah, I've released from prison. The Hive dropped me off out here. Interesting place. We're having a big fight out. Never been out here before.
Yeah. I have a question.
Oh, yeah, go shoot.
How many tanks can you kill in 5 minutes?
Oh, yeah, I am pretty good. I'm pretty sure I hold the record of tanks killed by a single person. I don't really know. There's not really an official record keeping here, but there's only an easy problem here is a really great thing that you guys made it through and all that, but the barricade is still pretty strong. We'll need someone to help punch through if we're going to go through strong and whatnot.
Gotcha. Well, we were gonna leave the Golden Reapers in space anyway, right? And the Hive. Maybe they can cover Gordon's approach.
True.
The best.
Or we could have Cressley and Davey just make an opening for him.
Oh yeah,
Hacking,
they could hack the ships.
knock out weapons, comms, get them uncoordinated.
Yeah.
Do any of you have I'm in as a move?
I do.
Great. So I want you to roll I'm in with a +1 to represent Cressley and Davey.
Nothing for mine, just +1.
With the stat that comes with it, and a
Okay.
+1 on top of it.
11.
11. All right. Who calls them in?
I mean, yeah, whose idea? It was one of your ideas.
Grant, you call your good friend Cressley.
Yep.
Hi, you're not going to come rub in about this beautiful place that you're looking at right now or anything right now? This is serious business, right? Because I don't think I can take another blow to my ego.
It's time for you to win back some of that ego. We need you to hack the ships to make an opening for Gordon to get down here, because we need his tank killing expertise. Can you do that for us?
You need me.
I need you. David can help you, but you.
Holy, you can count on me. On one
Good man.
condition.
Hmm?
You don't call me any stupid nicknames about my conditions.
Wouldn't dare.
Great. Davey, get the replicator. We're going in.
X.
You can see the sky light up as the freebooters who were still loyal to the oligarchy have stalled or now have been completely bombarded by the freebooters that you have turncoated. As the explosions ripple across, the blockade has now officially fallen, and a swarm of Gordon's ships break through.
And the giant flying skull, I believe. We want them down here as well.
Yes. As they drop down, you are met by Gordon and Rust as they look to you. Oh boy, well, this is what we're doing right here now. We're going to do a big fight here now, like, and we're gonna. And this is both of them is talking at this point where you get like the crazy prospector and the kindly bounty hunter just like speaking up a storm to each other as a yarn floats over.
It did just occur to me that we put those two on the field together. Yeah, that's
It'll
fun.
at least be entertaining.
Yeah.
The fools who plan to weaponize as tools, I see. You, the master of arms, where do the arms lead? Tell me, how should they be used?
Gordon's going to take point and smash as many of the volley forces as he can. You, Yarn, and your people stay close to us. We're going to get to the obelisk, and if we're lucky, get inside.
Luck. What a fickle thing. I wonder what it shall bring. And as they float off, you get Yarn talks to the two briefly. They pause and nod. Rust gives a overly enthusiastic salute to Gordon as him and his men rear up their heavy guns and begin charging in and blasting. I want one of you to roll slinging and swinging with an additional +1 for using Gordon.
It's going to be blitz, right?
Right.
Who
Sylvia.
wants it?
You call it
I've-
in. Do you think you could do it? Or
I have no bonus to blitz.
I have a negative to blitz.
okay, I have a +2. I'll do it.
Just remember, if you roll
Yeah.
bad, Gordon's going to die.
I know. It's 10. It's 10.
It's 10. And Gordon,
You
we
count
trust.
on our gooey boy.
We love our gooey boy.
Gordon's goons begin to clear house. You see fire upon just these pot shells of mortars onto the tanks. And most interesting, what you see in this fight is every time an explosive, blood, any sort of shrapnel hits the ground, it ripples again that magenta hue. And when it reestablishes its blue tones, it looks unscathed.
Okay. We're definitely dealing with like engineered planet material here. Creator created a perfect place itself.
Yeah, this is definitely synthetically, like purposefully made, not naturally occurring.
Yeah.
Definitely don't know any place that can repair itself.
But the path to the obelisk has been cleared.
We are running.
Run you do. But as you begin to make it near the structure, standing in front of you is a large, towering, cubic chrome mech suit. And through the cockpit is none other than the devilish grin of Mr. Volley, standing before all of you. It's the man who has, well, frankly, been the one who set the ball rolling. The one who has kept you near him. Keep your enemies closer, as they say. But now, all bets are off and true colors are shown. It's through the speaker. Oh, you have done such a good job. You have found them up pieces. You have led me to where I need to go. You have done everything I expected you to do and more. You even took out the freebooters for me. But your service will be noted and greatly rewarded when I have control of the frontier. Simply hand over the map, and you shall live like kings.
No kings.
The agreement still stands. I will disband the oligarchy as per your wishes.
Sylvia's gonna look over towards Vanya,
No kings.
double checking. She's going to attempt to teleport into the mech.
Or do something inhuman.
14.
14. So as you teleport inside the cockpit, it is tight. It is crammed. You have him not an advantageous point, but you have him. Fortunately, Mr. Volley is a man who plans for many things. So you teleport inside. I'm going to have you take one wound as you are struck by a taser.
We were both shocked. It's okay.
So as you teleport in, he is not actively using the mech as he is distracted with dealing with you. I want to know what Vanya and Grant are doing.
I'm going to disarm the mech. What do you want to do?
I was just going to start pouring acid all over like it's leg joints and make it fall over.
Divide and conquer. In this
You
case,
hit him high, I hit him low.
literally. And I'm going to attempt to pull the mech's arms out of its socket with telekinesis.
All right, do something inhuman with telekinesis. And Grant, I'll have you roll me singing and swinging.
Oh boy.
That's a 14 for me.
Jesus, guys.
Holy shit, I even get... Yeah, I'm gonna use the license to inspiration to bring that up to a 10.
Fuck yeah.
As the mech heavy thuds. Sylvia, what are you doing as you are within an inch difference from Mr. Volley?
Well, I did make the give my spider backpack a couple attachments last episode. Might want to try to get those some use in. And she'll turn them on and then put them right into his sides.
Ouch. Singing and swinging.
That is Brit, right?
That is Blitz.
Blitz. All right. 10.
10. Pick two options.
Mitigate damage, increase damage.
All right. And you can see as you pierce into his sides, his eyes go wide, and an array of circuits flush through the amount of cybernetic augmentations that has been built into this man, so sleek and subtle, for it is a wealthy spacer you cannot even know is enhanced. And as he, you insolent cur, and I'm going to need you to roll Hold the Fort, Sylvia, as you feel him begin to hack into your own cybernetics.
Hold the fort. That
Grit.
is grit. 11.
11. So you can feel him getting in. Describe to me what your internal security system is doing to block the invasive virus.
As the virus is attempting to penetrate multiple layers of security, it's going to keep popping up more firewalls in between it and the core until it eventually encapsulates the worm to lock it down and isolate it.
Seeing as this doesn't work, Mr. Volley goes, you are not worth my time. As he reaches back and flips something, and all of you see the mech turn red hot.
Well, you should probably get out of there.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's going to explode and going to try to teleport out of there.
All right. I'm gonna have you do something inhuman to teleport in time and to teleport far away enough. What is Grant and Vanya doing when they see this?
Yes, by the way.
I'm going to, I know you can teleport, so I'm not worried about you doing an ejector seat, or mostly I'm worried about the blast getting further away. So I'm creating inward pressure to crush the mech and try to hold back as much of the explosion as I can.
All right, do something inhuman and Grant.
I think it's time to bring out the ray gun and set it to sicken.
Are you waiting for him to appear?
I am very much waiting. I'm just like, the moment I see him, he's going to be puking his guts out.
All right. So we'll get to you in a moment. 11. Perfect. So as you teleport out, you are able to get just enough as the mech unleashes in this almost supernova explosion, and it is about to consume the whole battlefield. But Vanya, you are able to consume it and compress it in, and it is like a pot on a lid, or lid on a pot, and just. But Grant, you only see the briefest moment of Mr. Volley as he turns invisible. So I'm going to have you roll singing and swinging, but you're going to have a -1 in attempting to hit an invisible target.
That's fair. Damn it. 5.
Ooh. As you go to fire, you just hear, "Oh, doctor, I'm over here." And you feel the taser press into the side of your skull for 2 damage, 2 wound.
Glad I had that shield from last time. Alrighty.
What's your next move?
My next move is to return the favor by trying to tase his balls with my ray gun set to stun.
All right. Again, he is invisible, so that'll be with a -1.
It's fair.
Vanya, Sylvia.
Oh, 11 this time.
Nice. So what you two see is, did that only take your shield, or did that do any actual damage, Grant?
It did 1 point of actual damage.
All right. So you see Grant's shield go down, and just a jolt of electricity run through his head, whips around, and just, and Mr. Volley appears from invisibility. So now you have a chance to act.
Shouldn't have gotten close, fucker.
I'm gonna slam him in the chest with a telekinetic blast, and I'm gonna try and use fast hands to steal whatever's making him invisible.
You will have to identify what's making him invisible. You can steal something, but I can't promise you that's what's making him invisible.
Fine by me.
All right, so let's see that. that will be slinging and swinging with Wild. And Sylvia, what are you doing?
How far did Sylvia make it away from them just to make sure that she knows the distance? Or I know the distance.
I would say you are about in line with Vanya and Grant right now.
Okay.
So you've made about 30 feet out from where you teleported from.
She's going to use her backpack to leap forward and run. And while she's running forward, she's going to have the mechanical chainsaw arms in front of her.
All right.
And going to try to barrel roll right into him.
All right. We'll see how that happens. Make your roll. Save that as we're going to see how Vanya's does first.
I got a 10.
Roll?
All right. That will be singing and swinging for you, Blitz. On your 10, you choose the fast hands, and what was the other one you want to do?
Let's deal an extra point of damage.
It's my damage. All right. What are you taking from him?
Well, I know the taser's just a taser. If he's got other gear on his person, or he just looks like a guy in a suit, right?
It's just a guy in a suit.
I don't think I know enough about his cyberware to start pulling parts. Also gross. So, his belt. Make his pants fall down.
All right.
Maybe his belt buckle has some powers on it.
As you send this pushback and he goes flying back, his belt drops, and sure, maybe his pants get a bit looser, but he sneers at you and picks up his belt and just cracks it as a whip just in time for Sylvia to charge. What is that score?
That was a 10.
That was a 10. What two options are you choosing?
Increase damage, mitigate damage.
All right. It is, again, simply a belt. So as he goes and whips you with the belt, you do not feel it. Describe how you attack him.
He swings that belt around, basically getting one of the chainsaw hands, cutting the belt in half, and then with the other, as she's barreling into him, slicing into his side where she sliced in before, trying to cut him in half.
As you do so, once more you slice, and when you cut through, you see entirely set of this almost liquid cybernetics, as he is not quite man anymore and restitches. There is scarring and healing, but what you are seeing is the wonders of nanite technology.
Nasty.
Not going to be easy kills.
Who is the furthest away from Mr. Volley?
Pretty sure it's me.
You blew the mech you tore apart the mech before it blew up, as one of the arms twitch and prepares a plasmic pulse.
I pointed at him.
You're going to try to aim it at Mr. Volley?
Yep.
All right. Do something inhuman. Grant, you see this happen. What is your response? The not the arm, but the nanite healing. Grant?
Sorry, you cut out a little bit. One more time.
Sorry. You see the nanite healing.
Yep.
What is your response to this?
Oh, good question. I definitely think the response is to try to. I think I'm just going to keep trying to stun him, because I figure that enough electricity might actually continue to short out the nanomachines and slow his healing. So I'm just going to keep hitting him with the stun setting, and if I can get an opening, I'm just going to set the gun to stun and then just shove it into him if I have to.
All right, so that's definitely a slinging and swinging.
And he's not invisible anymore, so I get full. That's an 11.
Ooh. Pick your options and describe exactly what you do here.
Okay, so what I'm focusing on doing is I'm going to avoid taking a hit, and then I'm going to, when I see an opening from where the nanites are healing, I'm just going to crank my ray gun up to max with the stun setting, and just where there's the opening of where it's healing, just shove the gun into the healing spot and just start firing, like where the opening is, and create an opening for others to attack him as well.
All right, you can almost see this like ripple across his body as the nanites are being pushed back away from his heart. Sylvia, what are you doing? And what was that on your
I got an 8.
Inhuman body? An 8. All right. So you are going to be able to make this hit, but Grant and Sylvia will be in the line of fire as well. So Sylvia, a plasmic pulse is coming your way, but you have an opportunity to strike while Mr. Volley is unable to heal.
She is going to, as she's going to try to get out of the way, swing back with her spider leg with the chainsaw to cut his legs in half off to make sure that he can't run.
Ooh. All right. So yeah, definitely sinking and swinging, and we'll see how this plays out.
7.
What option are you picking?
Move to an advantageous position.
All right. So as you go and swing and you cut right into his legs, and as you make contact, he drives the taser like right into your collarbone, embedding it into you for 2 damage, and you're able to leap back just in time to only be scathed by this. As you back up, his torso goes flying up, and the pulse. You will be taking 3 wounds. Grant, you'll be taking 5. As you all watch Mr. Volley obliterate into dust.
My bad. I was trying to aim specific.
Sophia's been blown into the dirt and she's barely breathing. I'm good.
Every time. Why do I keep getting blown up?
Oh god, even since the train.
Every time.
Just so what did Grant do in season 2? And it's just a montage.
That's life.
I'm gonna try to patch up my friends real quick.
Please, I have 1 wound remaining.
I do.
Oh, wait. And this is remaining from dying, correctly?
Yes.
All right.
Damn. 13. I'll heal 2 wounds for Sylvia.
All right. So that is a heal a wound and add a shield.
Yeah. And then 9 is just heal a wound for Grant.
All right.
I'll take it.
So you guys are still in the wounded phase, meaning you are noticeably singed. You have large parts of your body severely burned from encountering with high concentrate plasma. But on the bright side, the man known as Mr. Volley is nothing but a pile of dust blowing away in the perfect wind of Isos.
Let's try
Nice.
to make sure that we're away from the explosions next time.
Yeah. I thought that one through a little more.
Right, I feel like I've broken my ribs multiple times to explosions. Looks over towards the Grant.
Should we go poke that crystal?
Sure, why not?
Just like, I guess I'll go first.
All right, as the only one not on death's door, Vanya, you approach the magenta-hued prismatic obelisk. And as you get a closer look, this thing, the way it's stitched together, it is this sleek shine to it as if it was just a freshly polished mirror, but upon closer look, you can see hexagonal shapes stitched together, making this almost synthetic weave that consists of its structure.
I touch it.
It ripples and responds to your touch as part of the wall caves in for a circular socket.
Produce lyric.
All right.
Chunk.
As the walls surge with these blue tones, and you hear this and sliding open at the base of the obelisk is a door.
Let's go. Is Yarn joining us?
I definitely think that they should.
Hopefully.
All right. As you are about to enter, Yarn floats over as the pioneers and Gordon Scoons to kind of clean up on the rest of the land troops. So you seek the answers, I see. Well, let's find out who and what you shall be.
Text enigmatic. And I enter.
As you enter the obelisk, you are met with an overwhelming sensation of color. It has been all blues and magentas on this planet, but this is very different. Inside the prism, the walls reflect as screens depicting every known location in the frontier. Many you've explored and many you have never been able to touch. It is a hub displaying the entirety of the star system. And at its center, suspended in the air, hooked to hundreds of wires, is a being that must be at least 12 feet tall, gaunt, bipedal creature with translucent skin, elongated head, and beady eyes that dart your way as the respirator that's sealed to its mouth causes its body to inflate. You are looking upon the true last Mycosian, the creator.
Mycosian, we have arrived. Produce the map.
You have left a mess upon my doorstep.
An inevitable element of our world.
Inevitable, yes. That's why I have planned for it. You have done everything I have asked for. You have proven yourselves to be the superior species, the pinnacle of the Praxan descendants. You will do a fine job.
At what? Why have you called us here?
It kind of moves down, and you see these almost hexagonal, like prismatic not being with structures, just rise up and wall off Yarn as it seals just you three inside. The dead harbinger has no need for this. I killed his beasts. He has nothing. But you three, you have proven yourselves as the perfect specimen.
Elaborate.
The Odyssey. As your language would describe, magnum opus. I killed the behemoth and used its parts to restructure, to make Isos, the once desolate place in paradise, a way to put my enemies into ice. All of this, as you three know, were foiled by the Leviathan, and so much was lost by the time I could seal it away. Your most susceptible one made an honorable sacrifice, but without more subjects coming in, we now have the phenomenon. The development of true frontiersmen, develop of a new species of those who have purely formed in this star system. I need to repopulate odyssey into becoming the pinnacle it once was. You three shall be the seeds of a new species.
In my culture, we have a saying, buy me a drink first. If you want to create a new species, repopulate the galaxy, you got to get to know somebody. That's something we discuss after like a year.
Your primitive mating rituals are not needed here.
Unless you intend to overpower us. They are. Do you intend to overpower us? Because that didn't work out well for the last guy.
You dare resist me. You! Yes, pinnacle of your species, but your species is wallowing primitive filth. You are a patient zero. You are far from perfect, but it is I who will perfect you, perfect your generations, and rebring an era of peace.
Or your arrogance will destroy your species forever. That's the wager you're making. You're the last of your kind, right? We kill you, burn the body, no mycosians ever. You think you can beat the three of us and have your way with our system. Ours, by the way. And if you're wrong, all memory of your empire will be gone and your technology will belong to us.
So be it.
Or you can buy me a drink.
As you say this, Vanya, one of those hexagonal prismatic pillars shoots up and hits you straight through the jaw for 2 wound.
That's both of my points of shield
Right.
because of the armor.
Are you willing to risk this? Your allies are in poor shape. Only my pods can heal them.
What do you think?
Are you asking us in particular?
Yeah.
3 against 1, I like those odds.
Yeah, fuck this guy.
You work with us or against us. Make your choice. And I'm going to start cycling up my psionic power.
As you say this, the world itself shifts and folds. And as you channel your powers, as you prepare, the prism itself you can no longer see as the world reshapes, and you now find yourself in this desolate field of magenta prisms as hexagonal pillars arise and fall, and the armies that were landed upon here are being jumbled, tossed, and at times smushed.
Let's get to it. I'm going to reach out to the Void Singers and hope they can suppress some of this.
Vanya, are you coming in? Vanya!
Cole. Yeah. We did it. We picked a fight with God.
I'll say. The whole planet has turned red.
He's nothing if not dramatic. But it's, master race, new Mycosian Empire, no respect for consent. So we're going to kick his ass.
What do you need the singers to do?
Seems like he's unleashing some psychic power across the planet. Just suppress as much as you can.
On it, the singers shall form a barrier. Isos shall be enshrouded.
Good.
All
And
right.
if you don't hear from me in 5 minutes, bombard this location with everything you've got.
So I want a do something inhuman. Now, either way on how this role is going to work is the singers have successfully kept the creator's influence to just the orbit of Isos, but this is going to determine how many singers it costs to do this.
Shit. Okay. I'm going to spend my 3rd organization failure to add an additional 1 to this roll. I have 1 left.
Favor, yes.
Favor. 12.
12. The song is so strong, you swear you can hear it through the atmosphere. Even you two. Sylvia, Grant, you're wounded, but you've decided to pick a fight with a living planet. What are your next actions?
Considering how close I am, she's just going to run forward, honestly. Charge in.
All right. As it stands, where you were currently, you cannot see. The obelisk is gone. The crater is gone. You are in a field of...
She's going to just scan the surroundings, then send out some drones.
All right.
Try to
Give
find
me
out
read
where
the
the obelisk is now.
So yeah, that'll be 7. So you can ask 2 questions. And for Grant, what are your moves?
I kind of want to have, if we can, since the obelisk is gone, are we still blocked off from others?
You're not blocked off, but the planet has turned into essentially a field of shifting and smashing pillars.
Fair enough. I think I would like to try to call on Yarn and their people to try to at least give us a little more wiggle room to because while the Void Singers are trying to affect the planet as a whole to enshroud it, I want Yarn to try to give us as much of a opening as possible, so that way we don't end up getting smashed by these pillars.
All right. So, Yarn focuses their attention onto the pillars, essentially creating a cushioned barrier around them. So even if you do get hit, it's like getting launched by like something from Wipeout rather than something that would kill you.
I'll take it.
All right. So with this in mind, you have used the Void Singers and the Pioneers.
Yep.
So the only ones that you have left are the Hive, the Reapers, and Ilkvoss for ally abilities. So what 2 questions do you ask Sylvia?
I would say the most important one would be what's hold on. What's the best way in, as in where is the obelisk now?
Well, you can't.
Oh, go ahead.
Well, you can't glean the actual location. You can connect that the creator is the one who ultimately decides where and when it appears, and the creator hid the obelisk when you rejected it. So the creator can hear and see everywhere you're at. Perhaps you can draw it out from it.
Okay. What's the most vulnerable to me then?
His ego.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, fair enough.
For copyright purpose,
real?
for yes, the most vulnerable thing is driving the creator to the point to reveal the obelisk. And for copyright purposes, this living planet is not called Ego.
I was not going to say anything, but well, the obelisk is completely out of the way. I think you can rile him up, get under his skin.
Yeah, I might have moves. Grant,
Yes,
you are also an expert shit talker.
it's true.
And did he say he built this planet out of the bones of Yarn's celestial beast?
I think that's what he said, if I understood him correctly.
Yarn heard that, right?
I mean, he was there. I'm assuming
Very
so.
likely.
Yarn, you heard that, right?
Yes, the Odyssey was built from the behemoth. Here is something else.
What did he build it at? Wait, the Odyssey was built from the bones of the behemoth, so this is something else. Okay, got it. Hey, creator, did you actually create anything, or are you just going around repurposing stuff? Should we call you the recycler?
We definitely know he didn't create any life. Since he has to come now and try to remake his entire population over again, no one wanted to mate with him in the first place.
While
Roasted.
amusing, you hear an echo reverberating from the planet itself. Your juvenile jabs are pathetic. And a pit opens beneath all of you.
Do we want to go down there?
I mean, it opens beneath you, so if you don't want to go down there, you will have to find a way to not fall.
Yeah, we are otherwise
I levitate
wildly
us.
coyoting it. There we go, thank you.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, that works too.
All right, do something inhuman. With a -1.
10.
All right, you are levitating above the hole.
You've
Sorry,
got
was
to
this
try
a-
harder than that.
Yeah, is this a threat or an invitation?
Hmm.
You're not good at communicating. And
I think it's
honestly,
how he
that's
wants
the
to look
first thing I
after.
would tell you if we were on a date.
Oh, maybe he's inviting you out for coffee.
Do like coffee.
I think it's how he wants to look after.
A big hole.
Is this a pegging joke?
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
At this point, the pillars, while they've been cushioned, rise up and float and turn horizontal as they come flying at you guys. Like, we're talking like Beat Saber style. And again, if they hit you, it won't cause major damage, but it will be a way to reposition you guys. So are you going to attempt to dodge the pillars as they come your way?
100%.
Do you have a freeze ray setting?
Only stun and sicken.
All right. Yeah, I will try and keep us out of the way. I'm sure spider arms can get in there.
All right. I'm going to have a hold down the fort.
Ooh, not great. Yeah, that's a 5.
So you are trying to dodge and set like everything in place. And you get the first couple, you get the hang of it. And then one just barrels into all three of you, knocking you all to the ground.
Does that mean into the hole?
That does mean into the hole.
Sylvia is going to try to grab onto both Vanya and Grant. And depending on how big the hole is, she's just going to extend her robot legs out to just kind of catch and stop us from descending.
All right. I will then have you do a hold down the fort.
That's wow.
That is grit.
Grit. It would help if I yeah. That's 7. That's second.
Is a 7.
Could you have rolled a 73 instead? That'd be really helpful.
I can take the hit. Definitely protect you and Grant.
All right. I'm going to give you a choice. Who are you able to catch?
Well, especially with Vanya saying that, going for Grant.
All right. Describe to me this scene as you catch Grant and Vanya plummets down into the pit.
So Sylvia is going to be, as their blast backwards, reaches out, it grabs Grant, reaches out for Vanya, but she's just a little bit out of reach. And Vanya will just like shake her head no, focus on Grant. And she'll just hold on to Grant as they're flying backwards, stretched out. She will extend her robot legs, and she just see Vanya fall down in as she's holding Grant by his armpits hooked around.
Right. Vanya, as you descend, it is not dark. It is not pitch black. It is not welcome to the void. It is an antithesis. It is bright. It reminds you of when you were trapped in the prism, as you are surrounded by magenta. Everything is reflected. You see yourself, not just as you, but in the past, the future, other timelines. Everything you see is what could have been, what is, what was, and what will be. Roll me weirder things have happened.
6.
All right. Choose 2 effects from it.
I'm to start tripping.
All right. And the other one?
The other ones.
So you can become uneasy or nauseated, drowsy or lethargic. You get a wound. You're overcome with fear, or your mind becomes scrambled.
Took a wound.
Wound. As you hit the ground, you'll take a wound, and you see peeling off of the walls is all the different Vanyas. Describe to me what a child Vanya, an old Vanya, and a Vanya who never went against dead money is like.
Young Vanya is a 2000s emo scene punk gutter kid. She's wearing all black denim, has like hair over part of her face, and just appears angry that things exist. An elder Vanya is so intense. A level of like discerning eye and insight that people feel, and probably wearing the garb of the head of the singers. And alternate Vanya is wearing full battle armor, has a cybernetic eye, and a pair of pistols instead of psychic powers.
As these three Vanyas come to approach you, we're going to cut to the side of the pit where Sylvia and Grant are hanging on. You can no longer see Vanya.
Okay, so what do we do? How do we go down there? Do we try to like climb down slowly? What do we do?
Let's get out of the hole. I can't think while we're hanging over a pit that could be our actual end. And she'll try to maneuver the spider backpack to climb up.
Right. As you make it to the surface, the hole closes up.
Okay. Trying to think quickly, as I am definitely not doing so right now. She's going to see if she can't get a ping on Vanya's location, seeing if maybe she's not actually down below but somewhere else.
You do. She is pinged a good chunk away, but I'd say couple hundred meters away.
But not directly down?
Not directly down.
Okay. Have no fear. She's not actually down there. She's this way. And she'll just point into the direction and start walking.
Okay, good.
More like a gallop.
Wait, why are we walking? Can't we just have Ilkos just get us there instantly?
Would it be close enough to do that? To warp to Vanya?
Currently, no. I believe it was about 50 meters is how far he can teleport you, but you have to do significantly less walking if you have him teleport you there when you get to that point.
I think that's a good point.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to do. While we're walking, I'll Miss Oakboss to meet us at that location to warp us the rest of the way.
All right. As you reach the meeting point, the landscape is blank, but almost reacting as to your presence. The hexagonal shapes burst up and form into this facsimile of a tree to give the ambiance of the dead oak in the battlefield. And standing there is Elkvoss awaiting.
Is Vanya nearby, or can we not see her at all?
You cannot see her from here.
Where the hell are they?
I don't know anything, but I can get you to the spot that the ping occurred.
Works for me.
Yeah. Take us
Very
there
well.
quickly.
He puts a hand on both of your backs, and with his modified teleportation gloves, and sends you two into what looks to be a lake. But as you land on what should be water, it feels more akin to rubber or jello as you sort of bounce into it. Not unlike the kind of water you encountered in the cave.
I'm not the only one getting deja vu right now, am I?
My coach is goopy.
Everything's so fucking goopy.
Gonna walk forward. After we're there, if it's the same water, we know not to stop moving.
All right. Grant, do you follow?
To the end of the universe.
As you walk across the lake, suddenly it flips and you are upside down. Vanya,
Mm-hmm.
we come back to you as the three Vanyas that was, that will be, and that could be surround you. Child of the Void, it's time to accept your place in the universe. You wish to know the true nature of the Void.
Right now, I wish for a universe where consent is okay.
Then we ask for your consent to lead you to the answers.
And after that, we fight the creator.
Correct.
Good. I trust you. Because no version of me in any timeline would have been okay with this.
As the Vanyas pick you up and lead you, The magenta light goes dark. So you're filled in utter, complete, black, inky void. You hear slight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel its child?
I hear it.
The song. It represents the bringing of the void. Have you ever wondered, where is the harbinger of the void?
Yes.
Ah, then look within.
Yeah,
Do you understand, child?
I do. And I'm gonna use my power to speak with the dead, try and communicate with the void.
All right. As you feel this connection, the void itself is not quite dead, but you come to a realization. A part of you lights up and fades into the darkness. The harbinger of the void is dead, but what's been made of the harbinger has been turned into faith. The song is the harbinger, and it is harnessed in each and every one of the singers.
Cool.
On this
Yeah, go ahead.
on this realization, quickly becomes different, changed, as your mind restructures and you see where you are. You are trapped within a pod inside the obelisk, and it whirs on. Grant and Sylvia, you tumble to the ground once more at the center of the obelisk. The creator hangs at the center, and embedded into one of the pods is Vanya. These pods look eerily similar to the one that Roxxie entered.
Is he aware of us? I'm assuming yes.
The creator is always aware.
She's going to run over and see if she can't unhook the pod.
I am going to have you roll me lend a hand, but if you fail, there will be consequences.
What's the hand again?
Suave.
Wow.
Oh no. That's my worst one. She would do it.
All right. 6. Oh no. As you go and rush to the pod, wires come out and snatch you and pull you into another one. Grant, you stand alone, the others trapped in the creator, the omnipotent epicenter of it all. What do you do?
What's going to happen to them?
They will be used for genetic material, an ever-flowing font to create the perfect specimen to inherit this frontier, to restore the Odyssey.
Will they survive?
Oh, they will live eternal. You can join them, making the galaxy a better place.
Counteroffer. I replace them. One touched by the Harbinger, by the Void, and one whose
I changed.
technology has already affected so much of their genetic makeup. Or one whose mind has already created ways that the galaxy could be made healthier, safer. And the one who is willing to throw it all away and kill us all right here. And he will pull open his coat to show that he came with a release for basically a large bioorganic bomb.
All right. The Void, the machine, the mutant. You should know well enough, chemist, that you need all the pieces to create the perfect concoction. I call your bluff. You would not kill your friends.
I already know that they wouldn't want this. And those pods look pretty durable and vacuum sealed. And also, I'm just thinking of one phrase from someone that I cared about very deeply in a similar situation, facing someone much more powerful, much older. Fuck you, and then he will activate the bomb.
Oh. Describe to me how this explosion goes down.
The bomb just starts ticking, and like various like vials of fluid all immediately like push into one large container that begins to vibrate as they all start interacting with each other. And as he just looks up at the mycologian, he's just grinning like a madman as it just like starts glowing and getting brighter and brighter and even hissing loudly, and will basically be a massive amount of both concussive force as well as releasing an agent that will basically spread the virus that was on his home planet to kill this planet. Because fuck this guy and everything he built.
Isos was once a frozen wasteland, almost inhospitable, if not for the ingenuity of the Mycosians, if not for the death of a god, it would remain so. But there is an irony to fate, that no matter how much you try to change what the galaxy has created, it will always return to its original form. As the Blue Eyes Plague reaches the creator, his eyes go pale blue. As it sinks from him, the planet begins to shudder and fade. And the technology atomizes away. The sun can no longer reach Isos, no matter how close it is. A haze shrouds it, and it returns desolate, frozen, craggy, and what of the body of Dr. Becker?
I think that the Blue Eyes Plague would basically immediately both mix calcify and freeze his figure in a wild grin, throwing up the horns one last time for Roxxie.
So pods open. Vanya, Sylvia, the obelisk is gone. The crater is gone. You stand before a frozen field. Pioneers, goons, statues adorning the surface. And standing at the center is Grant.
I hug the statue.
Like totally stone or as an ice? Just double checking.
Both, because he is ice covered. Basically, his entire body has become calcified, so he's basically in his entire body has become bone or like relic stone.
I hug it
Let's see if
gently.
there's any pulse or life in it at all.
No.
Via bias scans.
Damn. Very impressive, Doctor.
Are the pods still here?
They are.
She's going to lift up Grant and put him in a pod.
Well, hang
Right.
on. Is that gonna work?
I don't know, but he's not allowed to die. And she'll put him
Cheat
in
as
a
you
pod.
must. Vanya's gonna make sure. Going to close her eyes, reach out across the planet for other consciousnesses, specifically those that didn't come here with us. I want to know the creator is dead. gone.
The planet was once alive. What you see here is a hollow field, frozen in a time of war, in a time of victory, in a time of badassery. But the creator, you can no longer feel its presence.
You lose.
Sylvia, as you put Grant in the pod, you see the machine kind of whirring, looking to extract something as it digs into essentially bone marrow and draws the remnants of DNA. This pod is meant to preserve and is meant to harvest. You have acquired the DNA of Dr. Becker, but the physical man himself is gone.
Not for long. I know of someone that specializes in cloning technology.
I'll honor his sacrifice by honoring his memory. And this, is it morbid or awesome to leave frozen body here where it saved the galaxy from an ancient alien tyrant?
Honorable, at least I would say.
Set him up. Send out the word. We can all get out of here.
She'll send the message. I'm assuming it's now safe to come and go from the planet.
Yes. And as you relay the message, there was only 2 survivors as the ship flies in. Aboard it, Gordon and Yarn, but not a single one of their men came out of the bomb.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, we have a cure for the infection, right?
This is not just the infection. This essentially turned this planet into Pompeii.
Gotcha. All right. I need a vacation, and I'm gonna miss you, Doc.
You say that. Sylvia's gonna look down at the vial. I'm assuming it's a vial.
Yeah.
I'll be back.
And with that, Ranger kicks off Roxxie's reprise. You leave Isos behind, the last remnants of the old system. All that's left is a future to carve. So we'll begin with Sylvia. How have you spent your time since your confrontation with the creator?
Ensuring Janice Station is 100% operational and working with the clones to try and bring back Grant as he was, while also trying to find a way how to save Roxxie. Yeah.
Cloning a man who recently sacrificed himself is a much easier feat than saving a very much alive person keeping the sun together. So we will return to Grant in a moment, but how has Vanya spent her time since the creator?
Vanya takes some time to digest, meditate, spend time with the other singers, then assembles expeditions, and in the next few months becomes the obvious pick for the next leader of the Void Singers as she begins revealing the history of the Mycosians and working on ways to integrate their technology for the betterment of all.
Dr. Grant Becker. The man himself did not come out, but the tenacity of one mad scientist has brought life to a second Grant Becker. What is life for this man like?
Just to be clear, does this new man have the same memories, or is it a new being entirely?
I'm not sure how the cloning would work, but I would hope that the memories would stay, if possible.
I think because you have the DNA but not the presence of Grant Prime, it's fractured.
Grant personality with different experiences.
Well, the
Also,
first
he's
thing
nine.
the first thing that this new Grant does is make sure that he doesn't have any debts to anyone, especially not any large insectoid hives, for one. But with only the fractured memories of what happened, this new grant would focus solely on bigger scale things. Things to fight larger plagues across the sector, things to work on gene therapies, to fight pre-existing conditions that didn't really have any kind of treatment before because no one saw it profitable. And he would do more to wander and just kind of meander and fix things where he goes. But the main thing he would do is that he would definitely be sure to visit his home more, to say hi to the parents he remembers.
A pioneer of scientific research, exploration, xenobiology, archaeology, Sylvia Sutton, one of the most influential minds in the frontier. Conductor Vanya Valiant, a voice of the esoteric, a mind wiser among all else. The Void Singers are no longer hands of factions, but rather hands that guide. Grant Becker, the man reborn, the man who has healed the sick, the hungry, and even if he does not believe it, is revered as a saintly figure. Over a year ago, you were all nobodies. You were among the dredges of society. You were fixing up killer robots. You were aiding organized crime. You were peddling small-time party drugs. But now, between the concentrated efforts, there is a new, brighter future for the frontier. While your stories are over, your actions have opened the book for many more to come. And this has been Into the Frontier.